What up, motherfuckers? Uh, you know, so recently, My Hero just ended. You know, we had to talk about that shit. Shit was fucking heat, my nigga. I don't give a fuck. I fuck the haters, nigga. That shit. That hate is manufactured. Niggas know this shit's hard. That's why they hate, my nigga.
People were hating.
Yeah, people like, and but from what I've seen, it's a lot of people feeling like it's not it's not hitting the points that it needs to, whether it's the vigilante arc not being long enough, whether that's the community not really reacting to Deku being the new, like, reacting to All For One, or like his classmates not really reacting to it, like, you know what I mean? It's like, but I just feel like at the end of the day, like when you're writing a story, yeah, you want to hit everything, but like at some point, like to keep it consistent, you gotta like keep it going. And especially with anime, they love to like bring shit back. So I feel like a lot of the shit, like not yeah, like the vigilante arc and not being long, yeah, I understand that, but like a lot of the shit, like the philosophical shit about like people really comprehending like what All Might was, or like expressing their feelings about Deku and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of that shit will be delved into in the future, but at the same time, the creator did say like it's the end game, like, you know, for the show in general.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you want to hope that they will touch down on every question, but at the same time, you know it's not possible.
Yeah. Shit, man. I feel like a lot happened in this season too.
Yeah, this is the best season hands down. Like, in
Like,
my
I'm lost. In the beginning, right? That's when they were covering all the villains, right? Those little
no,
stories.
the beginning was straight the assault at the hospital, bro.
Oh, okay.
Like the assault at the hospital till the end where we see the number one American hero, like all that was one season, bro. Like
Bro,
non-stop.
I thought Captain Celebrity was the number one hero.
So I guess doesn't the vigilantes take place in the past? It has
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, it does. Because Isa was like younger.
Exactly. It's explaining Aizawa's past or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that was prior. That's just so I'm assuming.
Yeah. I mean, I think because Aizawa does seem like he's like older in that one, but like they do have flashbacks of talking about him. But like when they actually meet him, he's already a Eraserhead. You know what I mean? But
So,
I think he's a tad bit younger though still. He- but
so it's
he's,
either A, that it takes place a little bit before Deku, or before Deku in general, or B, it's like um the story might, like, because I know the what's his name, Flash Duster or whatever. He
oh,
used to be a
yeah.
hero.
Knuckle Buster.
Buckle Buster used to be a hero, right?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming like I don't know. I don't know when the timeline is. I haven't watched the show. I haven't read the manga. I don't know. I'm just assuming. I don't know. I don't know when it takes place. I just think it might just take place more in the past than right now, than like what's going on right now. It definitely doesn't coexist.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, season 6, man. What you think?
Bro, it was one of those seasons, bro. Like you were like, you didn't really see like some of the things like coming, and like I know like one of the things that everyone knew was the whole Dobby thing, but like the way how like it
The
happened,
way they did it.
yeah.
Like,
Like
yeah.
I could see honestly, bro. The only reason why I knew about that is because of spoilers. Like if I was like watching it without paying attention to the internet, I feel like that would be like the ultimate reveal. Like, oh shit, like this nigga was this nigga the whole time.
I think no. I don't think so.
You know,
I,
so you were hip. So you were hip when you were.
I just, bro, if you really break everything down, like if you watch the show long enough, the second they said, "Yo," especially what happened to Toya, our older brother. Like the second they said that, it was pretty much up. Like you know what I mean? Like they're like, oh, he died and got burnt in the fire. Like it's like, me personally, I knew it before it got spoiled. Like it made sense to me. Like, but like, I think it's the way they did it that made it impactful. The fact that he recorded a video and really wanted to like mess with his name, like I think that was the most important. Instead of him just walking up to him, them two Dolo, and he's like, "Yo, I'm still alive." Like, you know, I'd rather the fact that he said it to everybody, like that literally like destroys Endeavor's whole career. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he really broke him. Like, the nigga was crying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Endeavor crying, like that's just crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like, yo, this whole entire arc like really broke down a lot of the kids.
Bro, if the students didn't come, he would have died.
Yeah.
Like, he's supposed to be the face, like, of the heroes, the number one hero, and no one can hold up to All Might, bro. I feel like no one, like, All Might.
It's not fair. It's not. That's another thing that people were mad that they didn't attack. The fact that Endeavor did all, like, he didn't think, like, they didn't give him enough chance to sit down and think, like, bro, all the shit that I did in my life to try to reach a nigga that I couldn't reach even if I tried.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I ruined my family. I ruined my kids. Like, I ruined everything just to try to reach a level that was impossible to reach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That one for all power was OP, man.
It's like, bro, like I do want them to dive deeper into that, because like that's like on some like, that would really like break a character, like, you know what I mean, like mentally. Like,
and the one for all is so complicated. So like, he didn't have a quirk himself. So if you don't use all the other predecessors' quirks, you just get super strength.
No, so this is how I understand it. So I guess it affects everybody differently, but until Deku's the 7th, right? Or like the 9th or something like that.
He's like the 8th or the 7th, I think.
All right. Until that point, that's when they were explaining like the circle widened, like, you know what I mean, like it like expanded, and he was like the chosen one to use all their powers, like, you know what I mean, like it wasn't meant for all of them, like, you know, did that make sense? Like, I remember one of them, I think he was like green, like he's the one who he has danger sense. He was saying like, bro, my power was so weak, I knew I couldn't face off of one, so I just died. So I pass it on to the next nigga. Like,
they were saying, I thought they were saying that that since he already had a quirk, that he wasn't able to handle the one for all quirk, because I heard
All Might?
No, the dangerous. Yeah, they were saying that like only people who are quirkless can handle the one for all power, because their body.
It's like yes and no, but at the same time, yes, that's true, but it's also because Deku was the 9th specific user. They were like, yo, it's time. Like, remember all those times where he was popping up, he's like, yo, you're the chosen one to really unlock like our power, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's him specifically that's why he can use all of them, like, you know what I mean? I think that's because it's still the fact that nobody really knows what All Might's power. What was All Might's power? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like
he was quirkless. That's what they were saying.
No, I'm saying, like, what was his power? Like, when he was smashing niggas. Like,
it just looked like he got super strength, bro.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's like, so I think it just affects everybody differently. But when specifically for him, he was the lucky.
Bro, the jet feet, bro. When he cranks it.
Died.
Yo, when Deku could crank his feet and he could just
I wasn't expecting that. I didn't know what that, like, I didn't know what I wanted all their powers to be, but like the fact that they all work good together, it's kind of this thing is broken.
Like, he's a god, bro.
Like, bro, that vigilante suit, bro, I need that tatted. I mean that shit tatted. That shit looks so fucking clean, nigga. That shit looks so fucking clean.
Bro, he looked like he was on demon time the whole time. Like, and when the whole class, yo, My Hero does a great job with making you feel like emotions, bro. Like when the whole
Bro.
class was chasing after him, bro, I was like, damn, bro,
Like they were like,
different.
yeah, like you felt, well, you felt that shit. And then when
Yeah,
he was like, the essence of being a true hero is when you're like, when you just intervene or some shit like
yeah,
that.
it's like meddling and things that.
Meddling when you don't need to. And then he
Yeah.
reached out to him. It was just like, yo, that's a real nigga, bro. Like,
It was funny though too, cause I thought Bakugo was the last one, and then when I seen Lita just,
he just
I
this
was like,
nigga broken
yo,
glasses and shit. Like,
I was like, yo,
lit
what
moment.
is going on, bro? Like, but it's crazy that they had to do all that just to catch up to him. That's how you know he's a
He's
goat.
that nigga, bro. He's different. But like, bro, is it fair to say that Bakugo is the best character in the show?
Nah, yeah, he came a long way, bro, in terms of changing as a person.
Like, this nigga apologized. Like, that is crazy.
Yeah,
Like, this nigga said, "I'm sorry for everything." Like, wow. Like that is some shit. Like, niggas would have never expected that. Like, and that's why I hate niggas. Niggas, for some reason, there's a section of like people that hate him, and it's like, how do you? Like, he was made to be that asshole character, so see the growth. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like,
but
you're
it's
supposed to not like him.
but it's crazy too how like it shows you that like he's like so ahead of his like kind of like his time, because even from a youngin, this nigga knew like even though Deku didn't have abilities, Deku had more.
He was still in front of him.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, bro. Like, bro, the show. And then, bro, you're telling me you didn't tear up when you see the red shoes? Oh, nigga. Come on. That shit was crazy, nigga. Like, bro, this is what
I ain't gonna lie. When Uraka was giving that huge speech, bro, and
bro,
then he started crying.
he's an actress. She was acting.
Yeah,
She was acting on that shit. Like, she was going crazy. I was like, yo, she's going crazy. She's trying to win an Oscar. Like,
when
yo,
you see Deku crying, bro, it's like, damn, he's really just a kid, bro. Like, damn,
nigga, he's a child, bro.
all
Like,
that pressure.
you gotta think about that shit. And then like the red shoes, nigga, I was like, yo, no way. This nigga Coda pulls up and he's just like, yo, it's okay. Like, yo, like just the fact that like, bro, this is why he's my favorite main character. Like, I think I'm trying to think of like other main characters in anime. Like, he's really like just that nigga, bro. Like, I really fuck with him. Like, I want to chill with that nigga. Like, I want to talk. Bro, like for real. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, bro, Deku's just really like, he's just like a real genuine like character. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the fact that like the people that he saved, like are trying to save him. Like, everybody he saved is trying to save him.
Mm-hmm.
You know how important of a person you have to be for like you to like always be in the back of somebody's head. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just, this whole show is just fucking amazing, bro.
You know who's kind of always lit, bro. No matter what, even though he's like bad, but he's good. Stain, bro.
That nigga's really, he's
There's
a
just
dog.
something about that nigga. He's like a motivational speaker, bro. You hear this nigga like, damn.
He fucking sauced up fucking awful All Might. I was dead. He was like, he's not All Might, nigga. Like, look at you. Like, bro, and then nigga walked away and he's like, oh yeah, I killed 40 niggas. Come find me, nigga. He's like, come find me when you really about it. Like, Stain is yeah, I don't know.
It's kind of weird because like it's like he hates himself because he sees himself as a villain, but at the same time he feels like he has to do what he does. Like, his ideology is like to take out people who are not true heroes because people are just not doing it for the right reasons.
It's kind of like somebody. It's kind of like somebody like who gave you like somebody gave you a list of all people that would do bad shit in the world, but you had to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like killing them isn't a good thing, but like, would you do that for the greater good? It's like it's a real hard like stance, like, and like I understand why he chose that. Like when they broke down his background, like his backstory, explaining how like he was always looked different, and that nigga has no nose, nigga look like Michael Jackson and shit. Like, you know, like, yeah, bro, this show is fucking great, bro. I can't hype it up enough. Like this whole season was just banging.
It just doesn't feel like a waste of time. Like every episode doesn't feel like a waste of time. Like,
I think this is the first season where like maybe there was like one filler.
The one filler I feel like was the last episode, a little bit, and even in that wasn't even bad. I don't think I remember seeing any fillers.
Honestly, like I was invested from week to week. This is the first time since like season like 2 or 3 where I was invested, like super invested in like week to week type shit. Like I'm so happy at where it is. Also, random side note, the fucking intro was banging this season. Like it was so crazy. But
Yeah.
like I just feel like I'm happy at where it is, but I'm also yeah, so like I was saying, I feel like I'm happy at where the show is at right now, but I'm also sad because it does feel like it's like the end, you know.
Mm-hmm. And it's kind of crazy too because like another thing I didn't expect to happen. I never expected like a hero to kill a villain in this show. I never thought that was gonna be a plot like of
Yeah,
actual.
I do think they should have dived a little bit more deeper into that, but a lot of shit was happening, so like yeah, people couldn't really react.
Yeah, and it was weird because like I thought if someone was gonna kill a superhero, it was gonna be like an actual villain that was like as like playing as a hero. You know what I mean? Not like an actual hero.
Yeah, I
I'm a
guess you really
superhero.
killed that nigga. You really killed him.
Yeah. Even though they kind of insinuated that he wasn't like a truly like a hero, he's kind of like an agent. But everyone sees him as a hero. You know what I mean? So it's like I can't unsee that for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you think like? Do you think that Hawk can be like he should be the number 2 hero? Like his powers are that good?
I think it doesn't have to do with powers, bro. It's a lot. It's a lot with it. Like you know what I mean? Like it's the whole persona. It's the character.
Mm-hmm.
It just so happens that usually the higher they're up, the stronger they are. But it's like if you think about it, Hawks he can bang on anybody. Like you know what I mean? Like he can pretty much bang like anybody. To be honest, like he got swords. He has a little close range. He has long range. He's really smart, very agile. I think he can hang with a lot of niggas. Like you know what I mean? It's not. I don't think like that quirk is pretty fire too. Like the fact that he could like control each of them, each feather and shit. And they're all mad strong enough to carry humans. Like that's crazy strength.
That's true. It's just funny how the number 1 hero is like his weakness. It's like fire. Like you burn off his wings, it's a wrap.
Yeah, that's true. But
So do you so we saw like the at the end, what was her name? Stripes. What was her name?
Stars and Stripes or something
Stars and
like that.
Stripes. Yeah, I don't remember what she said. She said her name was Stars. She looked like All Might kind of, but do you know her powers? I don't know if you like, cause sometimes you be reading ahead, like you be knowing shit.
Yeah, I know what it is, but I would forget. It's something. It has to do with like flying, or like aerodynamics or something like that. I know a spoiler that I'm not looking forward to about her. You know, who knows how it's going to play out on the show. But I'm excited to see just more people from out of Japan. Like it's cool. Like you know,
It is crazy because like the show makes you think like when they're talking about like the villains really truly take over the world, but it's just Japan.
yeah, but also All for One was a demon. So, like he was taking over the world type shit. Like
Yeah.
you know. like there's a reason why they're pulling up. Like, you know, like
And this makes me also think how far they could really take it. They can really have like a My Hero America or something like that.
I really want that. I really want. Not even that specifically, but I just want spin-offs. I want more of this show. I need to see more of this world. Like, not everything has to be focused on Deku. Like, even though like he is the most important character, but I just want to see like everything I know about vigilantes is fire. You know what I mean? So like,
I slew down on reading it. I should get back into reading it.
hopefully, I don't know. Since this is in the end game, they could drop vigilante anime. You know.
And I feel like the main character is different from Deku too.
Yeah. His power is fire too. Like, well, the way he uses his power.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. This season just fire, like hit after hit. Fucking what's his name? Toga? No, not Toga. Toya? No, not Toya. What was his name? What's the decay nigga name? I don't know why I forgot his name.
You talking about Shigaraki?
Shigaraki. I don't know why I forgot his name. Shigaraki, go ass villain this season. The fact that it's even more fire to me, like that makes me like his more, like him, is the fact that he's fighting against All For One at the same time. Like, you know what I mean, it makes him seem, even though he's done a lot of bad things, it makes it seem a little bit more sympathetic. Like, it makes it seem like I understand why Deku wants to save him. Like, you know what I mean?
It kind of got me tight though, because Deku be like, he be too nice sometimes, bro. He be like looking at him like,
look what happened when he was not nice. Like, he was slumping and killing. Like there was an assassin. They were like, "Yo, another assassin was trying to kill Deku." Smoke that nigga in a second. Like that nigga didn't look like I don't know. I get what you mean, but like,
he looked like he wanted to be saved. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
That's real shit. Like, that's real shit. Like, I don't like. I guess from just like his character, you gotta really think about it. Like, other than like Overhaul, he pretty much like tried to like save most of them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Overhaul, like the only reason why he didn't try to save Overhaul is because he was fucking killing that little girl and bringing her back to life.
Yeah, Overhaul's done. Like, he's washed, bro. In this whole season, he was just like, he was kind of psychotic. He just wanted to see his dad and whatnot.
I enjoy them doing that. Like, do they even? Is that a normal thing in anime? Like them bringing back old villains, like in like an important way, or not? Like, obviously Dragon Ball Z, that don't really count. But, like,
that doesn't really happen often, no. Like, usually when they take out a villain, like, it's like, stay gone. You know what I mean? The only show I can possibly think about is probably like One Piece, and One Piece doesn't really fully bring back the person. They'll show the person in jail or something talking about something, but other than that, it will never be like showing like what's the person going through, what he's thinking.
Yeah, like that's why I don't know. Like My Hero stands out for me. Like, this is a really great show. This season was great. Next season, you gotta really think about it, bro. It's gonna start off crazy again. like you know, it's literally gonna start off with a banger. So like, what I want to know is what that second half of season 7 is gonna be. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is that? And I've seen some leaks of like their costumes that they're gonna be wearing in like the war arc.
Yeah.
Niggas look.
Because judging by how it's looking, it's like it's gonna be like a 7-month thing, like before they fight again. But I thought they were gonna eventually do like a time skip where they get older or something.
Hopefully they do that after this. Like, I don't know. Like, I do want the fact that he's not even a sophomore yet, and he's saving the world. It's just like,
yeah.
Like, yeah, all right, but I don't know what the creator has in mind. Like, not every show is supposed to go on forever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm just
I was
saying.
hoping like there was gonna be a time skip, and the whole world's gonna be fucked up, and they were gonna be older, and they were.
I wouldn't want. I don't want. Yes, Awful One's a great villain, but I don't want them to. He's not the only villain. Like I don't want them to really harp on that. I want that. I want this to be over soon. Like I know All Might's gonna die. Like, I know like eventually. I'm assuming Awful One's gonna die, and then it's gonna probably be Deku and Shigaraki banging out. Deku's probably gonna save that nigga, and then like like there has to be more. Cause like the way I don't know if you feel that way too, but the way he's talking in the story is like he's talking to somebody, like he's explaining his story to like the next user.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like and after the thing is, after this storyline, he doesn't become the number one hero. So it's like, is he? Are they gonna continue? I don't know. There's just a lot, but I'm just here for the ride, man. I'm excited. Hopefully we can at least squeeze out 2 more movies out of this franchise before they end it.
Movies are fire, man.
You know what I mean? I need that. I need villain arc Deku movie.
Yo, honestly, they could make a lot of movies, bro. They can make the previous fucking Awful One users movies. Like they could do a lot. They could do a lot with this show. It's like this dude's making like a whole universe like of characters you can go off, kind of like how Marvel and DC be doing it. If they really wanted to take it that level, I don't think it would probably be as great as Marvel or DC, but like it still would be big. I feel like.
Yeah, he could like just expand his mind. Like imagine like what aliens are talking about. Like, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
It's a show that I wouldn't discount. Like I wouldn't be like aliens. Like I was like, oh fuck. Like, I was like, oh. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know we're gonna touch on mutants soon. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like there's a whole bunch of shit that they could really, really talk about, bro. And, like, we can have a whole story about like the first couple people who had quirks. Like, you know what I mean?
I heard something about Aaron. I said Aaron. Oh my god. Deku's dad being like a mutant.
I mean, maybe. Probably. I don't know.
Shit like that.
We'll find out eventually. But yeah, now that the season's over, the only thing I'm hoping that happens is a release date on that My Hero Battle Royale.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. That shit never came out.
Yeah.
They said they're already working on season 7 of My Hero, and it should be.
Yeah, they confirmed it.
Yeah. Damn, I just wish they did all that shit already. Like
I just want to keep on watching it.
Haven't they done that before when they went back to back one time? I could have swore they've done that before.
Seasons?
Yeah, like they did like
the same year.
Like they had 2 in 1 year. Yeah.
Maybe overlaps. Like maybe it ended in like March and then it started in like December or some shit. Maybe like I don't think it was back to back.
Damn. Maybe it was one of those things where like I got into the show late and I'm thinking that.
I definitely got into the show late. I got into the show like season 2, end of season 2, going to season 3.
Yeah.
So
I think that's what it was. I think I just got into the show late. I'm thinking that.
Well, what would you rate the show this season? What would you rate this season, man?
This season, I'll give it a 9. I don't see anything bad. The last 2 seasons, I don't see anything wrong with them, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's one of those things where even if I see problems with the show, that the good outweighs the bad. Like, you know, like no matter how much people, like even without like One Piece, no matter how much niggas talk shit about that show, niggas like still goated. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's still clearly like.
That's
like
show,
it's the same with like.
You gotta watch it.
Yeah, I give it a 9. I just need more. I need more. I'm hungry for more. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, guys.
Until
next time.
wearing diamonds.
Diamonds bring
Status.
elegance and prestige. Their brilliance makes
Brilliance.